right, welcome back, everyone. Week 11.
Yeah,
Good to
baby.
have you back.
Woo!
So we're going to kick it off real quick with the beer of the week. A couple little quick topics after that, but without further ado, we got Strata 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 by Breakside Brewery. They're out of Portland, Oregon. This is a very limited batch. It's brewed with very particular hops. It's a double dry hop, and it's a 5.6, and it's going to be delicious. I can't wait.
I was wondering if you were just going to hog all those or if you were just going to hand some off.
5.6 what?
ABV.
The fuck is that?
Alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
basically like a Bud Light.
Strata dark.
Oh, okay.
It ain't going to hurt you, in other words.
It'd be a flavorful Bud Light.
Okay, because you always be spouting off numbers and
Put
shit.
that up for you.
What's the IBU or whatever the fuck
45 IBU on this bad boy.
it is? And you
It's
said anything under 40 is usually what I like, right?
Yeah, you'll be all right with this. It's a light one. You'll enjoy it. Trust me.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I'll go ahead and give you props. You've been right a whole lot lately.
I'm going to go ahead and...
So we'll have to see what's going on with this.
That's
If
pretty
you guys,
good.
if you guys haven't noticed our clean, crisp audio when those beers were cracking,
I wasn't
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
mention it personally.
That's a
but,
good beer.
You know what it is.
So yeah, this one is it's a single hop, and they do a little bit more than that. They refine exactly which hop they do out of the batch in total to produce a particular flavor profile with this one. So like I said, this is Breakside Brewing out of Portland, Oregon. They got 3 locations out in Oregon, so it's a bit of a drive for us Washingtonians, but I'm sure it'd be worth it to make the trip someday.
It's got like a piney taste to me.
Yeah, it tastes a little
Like a
bit
little
like
after-
outside.
Yeah.
It's got that rainwater taste to it. Very northwestern.
definitely tastes like Portland.
Like a wet raccoon.
A wet raccoon. I think it's pretty good.
And I feel dumb for asking that question too, because
Oh, it's good at first, but it
45
just has
IBUs.
something.
I like that kind of piney aftertaste. You know, it's like a
I don't like it.
You like drinking rainwater.
rainwater's good for you, man. Build that immune system. But
You heard it here. COVID,
Yeah.
rainwater.
Yeah,
That's
Cure
why
it,
we're not
baby.
allowed to keep rainwater in the Northwest.
oh
They
yeah,
don't want us
you
having
get
the cure.
fined big time
It's
if
the
you
cure.
get caught doing that. I think it's like anything over 5 gallons to get you a fine. From
As
the
long as you're using
What?
government.
it, if you can
You're
use it
shitting
for
me.
irrigation, but if they see you collecting
Yeah.
it, yes, it's a huge fine.
What?
Yeah, that's
What
wild, isn't it?
stupid fucking sense does that make?
Well,
'Cause
they don't
you're
want
not
you to be
paying-
self-sufficient. That's the problem. They want you to rely on them to pay them.
And Big Brother wants their money from you buying.
Imagine a state that's basically the woods with some cities in it doesn't want you living like you live in the woods.
But the cities live in
Right.
the woods now because it's all homeless people in those woods. Like,
Oh,
Evergreen
shit,
State
it ain't
is
even,
now-
It ain't even the woods, bro. We can go right
Yeah.
down the street
For
and
real.
go find some homeless people.
Oh man, there was one right there off the exit, Steel Street off of 512. I'm telling you, they cleared it out one day, and I was driving by, and it was literally like a 4-block stretch of just
no,
this
dude.
huge mound of trash that they bulldozed up out of there. It was insane.
Go anywhere over on Hilltop in Tacoma, and you will see
Oh, yeah.
tent cities everywhere.
Oh
And
yeah,
you can
downtown
go right
Tacoma.
down the road from here.
That shit makes no sense to me, man. How do you not clean up after yourself? Even if I was put in a position like that, and I have been before, I would clean up after myself.
Right.
Like, I would make sure that my area was
know?
taken care of so nobody fucking bothered me.
Exactly.
You know what I
Don't give
mean?
them a reason
Like,
to throw your
I
ass
would
out, you know?
exactly. So it's inconspicuous
Well,
as
I
possible.
don't think it was the fact that they were making a mess. I think it's just the
No,
fact
what
that you
happened
have
was somebody got
60
killed in
homeless
there
people
over some
living
kind of
in
drug
one
beef or
area.
something like that. So they
Yeah.
raided it with the police and found a whole bunch of drugs and shit like that.
Stolen
Obviously,
shit.
you know, ooh, shocking surprise, right?
Take a cue from Utah and do whatever they did to get rid of homeless people.
Right.
So there you go.
Right.
It's been documented. Look the shit up. But anyways, this tastes like outside.
You know what? I'll tell you what, it tastes a lot better than that goddamn chip I ate last week.
Oh.
Let me break
Yeah,
down a quick
yeah,
review on that
yeah,
one
I
since
was
I
gonna
missed
say, you
out on
never
that
gave us
last
a
week. If
review
you
on
guys
that.
don't remember, I ate the chip and then apparently I died. And then I came back. But so what happened was extreme burning in my mouth. My body thought I was going to throw up, but I didn't throw up. You could hear me in the background dry heaving if you listen closely. It wasn't one of my better days, but all in all, that experience was highly entertaining. until the next day.
Yeah, I told you.
That gives me an idea for the next
That's-
upgrade. Personal mics. That way you can catch if something like that ever occurs again.
Oh man.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
You know, all in time. You know.
Yeah, we're working.
It was
on it.
interesting.
We'll do that when we actually, get enough followers to go live.
Exactly. You see all this fucking work that we've done to make this shit better, just in the span of 3 weeks. We got the extra cameras. We got the fucking new microphones. Like,
New
dude,
studio. We stepping it up,
Shout
man.
out to
all
this
levels
guy
of
here.
the game.
It's not just for us.
It's,
know.
It's for
it's
all,
for all you guys too.
The
Like,
consumers.
I mean, come on.
Absolutely.
Like, really?
Right? I mean, we don't want your support for nothing. I mean,
Right? Exactly. And support is free.
Yeah,
bro.
because you're not
Free.
paying for this.
Support. We know
Free.
that might have to go on the first run of T-shirts. Support is free.
Sounds
All you
good.
gotta do
Hashtag
is just click
AAC
that little button,
podcast.
bro.
know
Just
about it.
Tap
Search
tap
that.
right there.
Cost you nothing.
Cost you not a damn thing at all.
Not
Just
a
double
cent.
tap on the thing. That's it.
Anyways, let's bring up my next topic I got in line here. We're just gonna go into the UFC tomorrow. That's gonna cost something.
Huh.
A little bit of money on the pay-per-view
Who's
buy-in,
Chuck
but
Liddell fighting, bro?
That's because
Chuck
you can't
Liddell,
stream.
the Iceman, Chuck Liddell
Yeah,
is
who's he
fighting
fighting?
old age. I think he's
Oh,
like,
yeah?
I don't know,
I
he's
don't
getting
know,
up
man.
there,
Old age is
That
undefeated, bro.
glass jaw.
Yeah. right? So yeah, we got Conor McGregor making his return. Finally,
Again.
getting to go ahead and fight Dustin Poirier for the second time. If you don't remember, the first time was a pretty impressive defeat. Conor McGregor kind of beat his ass. But Dustin Poirier has gotten a lot better since then, I feel, and so has Conor McGregor, and it's going to be a very entertaining fight. They seem to be two different people entirely than they were when they first fought, both in the ring and out of the ring, mentally and physically. This one's going to be badass, I feel.
Now, you being the resident UFC expert, do you think that Conor McGregor took this fight because he beat his ass so easily the first time and he just wants a chump fight? just to get back
No,
into
I
the
think
paycheck?
Conor McGregor took this fight because he's been trying to get fights, a whole bunch of fights for years, but they just won't book him. They think that it's easier to market
Because
somebody if you don't
Conor
have him fight.
McGregor's a fucking dickhead.
He might be a
That's
dickhead,
why.
but he fights very well,
know,
and
it's
he
funny about
brings
that,
in more money than anybody else in the
That
company.
seems to be the ongoing idea with every single athletic company, is that they can show you a little bit of somebody and you're going to want to pay more money to see them. Unfortunately, I actually don't think that is. I get invested when I see somebody over amounts of time, more and more and more. You know,
Yeah.
making me wait to see somebody takes away my interest. It
That's
makes
what
me
I'm
move
saying.
on to something else.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Conor McGregor has been wanting to fight. It's just the UFC has not been booking him fights because they feel like, oh well, he's worth this much. If he goes out and loses, he won't be worth that much. Bullshit. If he goes out and loses, he'll probably be worth more because then he'll want to fight even more. The guy doesn't have to fight for a paycheck. Pretty sure he's a billionaire now, or at
Which
least
is
very
why
close
he fought
to it.
Floyd Mayweather.
right?
Yeah.
He does that statement right there makes absolutely zero sense when talking about one Conor McGregor.
How much money did Conor McGregor make before he fought Floyd Mayweather off of fighting before that point?
I don't know. I'm not on Conor McGregor's dick like that.
$4 million,
Okay.
maybe. Then he fights Floyd Mayweather and makes $250 million.
Okay.
Invest that money and has made himself.
He made $4 million just to show up at some of those press events and just
Yeah.
talk shit.
Absolutely. So he did.
Now he's just a dickhead on Instagram and shit.
And he comes out and he fights. He doesn't have to. Like I'm saying, that dude's a billionaire. He's not fighting for a paycheck anymore.
But he had to stay
He owns.
relevant.
He has a
because-
whiskey company that's making ridiculous sales.
And you had
What
the
whiskey
UFC.
company?
How many
Proper
fights?
12.
Really?
Yeah, he sponsored a few UFC events. You know, he's actually doing pretty big things with his life
A
outside
whiskey
of the ring
company
too.
I've never heard of. We've never drank none of this whiskey.
Well,
I highly doubt that it's doing numbers.
come
like
on
that.
over tomorrow
I
and you can
think
drink
that's
some of
just
this
something
whiskey.
that dickhead Conor McGregor said. Just
I
to
bet you
say
it's doing
dickhead
good in
things like
Ireland.
Conor McGregor does.
I bet
It's
you-
doing really good all over the world at first, man, because it was, hey, I'm buying Conor
I mean,
McGregor's whiskey. Like, yeah, hell yeah.
He should have
Okay,
gone
well then,
vodka.
then since
I mean, he
you're
used
since
to be
you're
a
the plug
potato
on that
farmer.
shit,
So he could have gone.
Yeah,
since you're the plug on that shit, you need to set it up. Then we need to have a taste test sometime soon of the Conor McGregor whiskey,
all right.
Whiskey of
I
the
got a
week.
bottle of it at the
Facts.
house right now.
and then we need to try the Rock's fucking tequila.
That's actually really good too.
I think we should do
I've had the
all,
Blanco.
There's no
brand,
such
delicious.
all branded beverages by anybody in the sports
There's a
realm.
whole ton of them.
Does
All
that-
that shit, we need to try them all.
There's a whole ton of them.
We
I
need to
got
try them.
I
The
got George
Undertaker
Strait's
wine
tequila at the house too.
Oh,
That's for
I
Sunday.
forgot about the Undertaker having one. You know what? I'm down with that.
Everybody's got a tequila, man.
I personally, I'm cool
Everybody's
with
got a
wine.
whiskey.
Wine now, man. Everybody's got wine. The Undertaker has.
Oh, yeah,
Because
they got
everybody's
wine for
fucking
sure.
old. Stone Cold Steve Austin has wine.
Nah,
now.
Yeah,
because
dude.
they're
Oh
selling it to
man,
the females.
hell yeah.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
I mean,
Stone Cold Steve
yeah.
Austin's selling it to old people. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, bro, being at a dinner party or some shit, and Stone Cold Steve Austin comes in, and like in your brain, you automatically think, "Oh shit, it's about to go down." And he does like
He's got
instead of fucking
flip-flops on
Steve
and drinking
Weisers,
wine
he's got
spritzers.
somebody tossing him bottles of wine. And he's like cracking them open and shit.
I mean, honestly, that'd be kind of dope.
That would.
I
be
wouldn't
kinda
hate on
dope.
him for that. That'd be kind of
Pouring
dope.
it
He'd
into
make
the
it a
glass
big ass
and doing
mess.
like the little snifter thing.
Yeah, and,
get that
Oh,
body.
Comes in
yeah.
with
like,
flip flops, drinking a wine
Dude, that's an
spritzer.
even better idea. He completely
With a
goes
wedge
the
of a lime
opposite
in it.
way. He doesn't make a mess or anything. He just takes it and gets and gently pours it into the glass.
So
and
instead of,
he
like-
lets it around and smells it. He takes a sip. He does a little shit in his. Yeah, dude. There
It's
you
some
go.
box
So how
wine.
about like instead of the doorbell being like a doorbell, like he rings it and it's the broken glass thing.
That'd be pretty dope.
Open the door.
Oh my God.
If I was Stone Cold, I would definitely
In
do
a
that. in my
parallel,
He
mansion.
comes in,
parallel
like-
universe, this is how it
Like
goes.
He
that's how you
comes
get
in
into the
wearing like a
bedroom.
redneck suit, like jeans on, and like just
It's
suit.
a
Like,
denim suit with an American flag tie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be pretty dope.
With
You
no
like wine?
shirt-
Give me a hell yeah.
with no shirt and no sleeves. Yep,
That's hilarious.
Epic.
yep.
Hashtag AXE podcast.
We're putting it on Netflix.
Hashtag.
We're making this TV show, alternate universe Steve Austin.
Even
He's
I'd
just
hang
like
out with him.
super sophisticated, but he still looks like a redneck.
better yet, when they do like that dinner thing, what is it, the WWF where they
It could
had
be
the
a
three
cartoon,
people?
and we could totally do a whole play on the whole thing, parody style.
Yeah.
But what if he
dude.
was the butler? He come out with like kind of like what's his
the
name?
butler.
No, you.
And come in with the wine.
That
If
dude's
anybody's gonna
That
be
dude
the
still
butler,
got
it's gonna be
guns. Why is he
Virgil.
gonna be a butler? That dude's huge.
If
as hell.
anybody's gonna be the butler, it's gonna.
I
I guess it's.
I
yeah.
approve it. What the fuck? It was you guys heard it. I'm the one that said it. It was my idea.
Oh, yeah.
Virgil, the black dude, is gonna be the butler for Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yep.
They're both bald headed. What are you talking? I don't see color.
So if he pours the wine too fast, he gives him the stunner.
Exactly. And then Ted DiBiase pops out of
Could
somewhere.
his name be like? He needs to be like Stone Chill Austin, or you gotta
Stone Cold.
Stone lukewarm Austin. Room temperature.
room temperature Steven Austin. Room temperature Steven
right.
Austin. There you
Defrosted
go.
and ready to cook.
Yep, room temp Steve Austin.
That's hella funny.
I like it. I fucking like it.
For sure.
And every time he stuns Virgil, you fucking Ted DiBiase pops out of somewhere like a potted plant.
Did you
And
ever
just
watch
says,
the show that he had back in the day?
My name,
Yeah, the music's got to play and everything. He just pops out and laughs and tosses a handful of money and then goes away.
Did you
And,
ever
like-
see the TV show that he had back in the day, the Broken Skull Ranch or whatever it was called, where he
Oh,
put
yeah.
people through these crazy ass, like extremely strenuous exercises and shit? That show
It
was
was
nuts,
basically
man.
the real world road rules challenge.
I was gonna say
No,
the
dude, that
redneck
was way
version
more
of,
like,
Ninja Warrior.
Yeah,
pretty much.
more like that. It was
Yeah.
some crazy shit that he had him out there doing all the
Redneck
time.
Ninja
Like,
Warrior.
then they had to run up this hill that's like, no, I don't think
Oh,
I could
yeah,
even make
bro.
it up that hill. Like I'd be like,
I'm trading this
whatever's
beer
up
out.
there can come down.
He has a new show right now.
Shout out to
coming
you guys.
too,
We'll
but
try another beer from you.
I'm not
but
I'm
no,
not
it's
gonna
good.
like.
That
plug
wasn't the
that.
one for you.
No, it's not it.
Straight
That
Wet
ain't
and
it.
juicy.
As the chief, I can say that ain't it.
Nope, I figured out right where your bound is though. Got you.
Well, it's not like it doesn't. It's not bitter. It
No.
just doesn't have enough of a taste to it.
Yeah.
It's like it's bland as fuck.
Yeah, it's
That
a light
beer is
one.
made
It's
by
kinda
white
like, I
people
feel like
'cause
it's
it has
kind of
no
like a
seasoning
session
at all.
IPA almost. It's a
Y'all need some
Pretty
It,
light.
salt, some
it
pepper, and
honestly
some
tastes
paprika
like
in
if
that
you've
damn
ever
Something,
been.
Yes, I like. No, literally. I
beer. You
feel
put some
like I'm
Johnnies in that
licking-
fucking in that beer and season it up a little bit.
Doing survival training and you take a bunch of pine cone needles and put it into some water and boil that shit down,
Shake it up.
you know, and
Boil
fucking
pine
pretty
cone.
good.
because you need to live and
Put a little bit of
survive, you
bark
need
in there.
some kind of
Put a
nutrients.
little bark in there. You can suck the sap out of it. Tastes
That's what I'm
pretty good,
saying.
right? You
This
know,
is what it tastes like,
break
bro.
that shit down.
It has that pine
There
Liquid
you
cone.
wet,
go.
Awesome.
Wet possum. Back to the wet possum. I love it.
No, it was a raccoon earlier, but the more I drink it, I'm like,
Licking
No,
a wet
raccoon.
possum sounds like some code that you would use around your kids or something.
Well, I'll tell you what.
let's,
Man, I ain't
hey,
licked
honey.
I ain't licked a wet possum in about 6 weeks.
That's when you like that hairy stuff, bro.
So instead of just being a
Called
pervert,
the
your kids just think
possum.
you're a fucking weirdo. You see, I don't know
outstanding.
what's going on with my dad. He said something about eating a raccoon or something. I don't know.
Oh man.
You know, I just know my mom started giggling, and then they went and took a nap. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
They were pillow fighting.
Yeah, they were pillow fighting.
Yeah, I went in there, and Dad
He
said
was
he was
practicing
showing her the
CPR.
figure 4. I don't know.
No, it was the forefinger.
Yeah. He was trying to tombstone her, but they were laying down. I didn't get it. It was weird.
Well, I'll
She
tell you what.
reversed it.
Yeah,
I'm
she
not-
reversed it.
I'm not gonna hate on this beer. I enjoy it. I think
This
it's a
is
pretty good.
inverted.
He's like, we're getting out of this fucking this segue.
Yeah, you're killing me right now, guys. Fucking laying it on
Let's
thick
do it.
over here, laying it on me. Aye. But no, I'm not gonna hate on it, man. This is a good beer. I think it's not everybody's favorite. Apparently, I think it's all right. I'm not gonna say it's great.
This should
I'm gonna
tell
say
you
it's
it
good.
wasn't- This right here should tell you that it's not
Wow. See, I didn't
2020.
even- I didn't even pay attention to all this shit.
good. And it's bright.
Double dry
And
hollow.
Yeah.
you see that I said
2020.
Portland, and it like has big letters Portland right on it. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
tastes
right now.
like Portland.
Tastes
Yeah.
like Portland.
That ain't it.
Fair enough. That
We
ain't
can-
it.
we
I
can-
feel
we
it.
can find another
I
one from them and
apologize.
try
That's a
that.
strike on my name. I apologize for that. I'll
Hey,
bring a better beer
actually,
next week.
I'm not even going to count this one as a no or as a mark against you, because it's not that it's disgusting and super hoppy like everything else has been. All the other ones I didn't like.
It's very light, man. It's
It's
interesting.
very light, and if it was like super cold and we were like outside, like a tailgate or something, I'd be
Yeah.
pounding them bitches by the fucking double
Absolutely.
fist.
I was surprised at the low ABV on it, man. 5.6 is pretty low for an IPA.
Well,
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's more of a session IPA. Those are the easy drinking.
Which
IPA light.
That would make sense because Saisons are more fucking spice and that extra stuff where they're not citrusy.
Yeah.
Which this doesn't have any citrus to it. Like you said, it's light up front, but it's just something that comes after it that's just
Yeah, a little back end on you.
like
Ugh, comes out
is,
the bottom.
is there a pine cone in this thing? Like
All right, take us home, Daniel.
All right, y'all. I'll see you next week. Y'all have
wow,
a great
that
time.
was an awesome
Hashtag-
dismount,
Look at all
bro.
that effort.
take us
All that effort.
All
Damn,
that
you
effort,
just
baby.
Did the outro yourself, bro.
Look, there it is.